Hello and welcome to another edition of Talkin' Business. I'm Joey Trombley. On the camera is the founding father himself, Calvin Castine. And today our travels have taken us on the 27th day of November to Chazy on Route 9 across from the New York State Police Station. We have North Country Floral and Gifts, and we've just come off a major holiday weekend. It was Thanksgiving just last Thursday, and we had, of course, Black Friday, we had Small Business Saturday, and we had Cyber Monday. And so today we'll call it Talkin' Business Tuesday. We'll be going in and talking to Laura Shambo and also Jerry Thomas. They run the and owners of North Country Floral and Gifts, and this has been a gift shop for many, many years. If you go way back time to the Boire family, we'll talk to Laura a little bit about that. And we'll talk to her about her interest in flowers and the service she gives to the North Country. And we made it inside, and we're talking to Laura Shambo, the proprietor of your nice North Country Floral and Gift shop here. And Laura, this, prior to you coming here, this had been a floral shop for many, many years ago. And I think it started, was it the Boire family?
Boyers. Evelyn and Louis Boire owned it, and my mom worked for them, and my junior and senior year in high school, I worked for them.
Okay.
So, and then they eventually sold to Bob and Dee Clark.
Okay, yeah.
And then they eventually sold to, Jerry, help me out. The Brunel Prombrio.
Okay.
And they were here for a couple of years, and then they closed it down.
So there was no flower shop here after many, many years, and then you brought it back to life.
That is correct.
Okay. And how many years have you been here in Chazy at this spot?
I'm going on my 6th year.
It's been 6 years already.
Yes, it has.
My time has flown by.
Yes, and it's been a wonderful 6 years.
Yeah, and I'm sure you've seen steady growth every year.
Oh, absolutely. The customer base has grown time and time, year after year, and it's wonderful.
Now, did your interest in flowers and arrangements like this happen because you worked here as a kid with the Boire family?
That's where it started.
Okay.
And then I had outside influence that kept teaching me and keeping me going in it, and I helped him out, so I just loved it. And I said someday I'll have my own shop, and it just happened to work out that way.
And the opportunity was here, and I think Staub Spiegel owns the building, and you rent from Staub?
That is correct.
Okay.
Yes.
And I know what a perfect time to do this show because we're in the holiday season right now, and I know why most people were dealing with Black Friday and the crowds. You took that opportunity to decorate your shop here, and we're going to go around and actually have you looking beautiful right now.
Thank you. Thank you. We enjoy doing it. It's part of the florist business is designing, and we design, decorate the shop as well as flowers.
And how long did it take you to decorate the shop like this?
Off and on about a day and a half.
Yeah, between customers.
Between customers and phone calls, and yes.
Now behind us, I see we have a cooler, and you have some arrangements. So you started some Christmas arrangements, and then I notice over here, I think this was more for gifts for the hospital. Were you
Yes,
saying?
because we also do the flower cooler at the gift shop in the hospital.
Okay.
So we have to have a variety of colors and designs there.
So you must be a daily trip down there keeping that stocked up?
We do about 3 times a week.
Okay, all right. And obviously Christmas is big, so I'm assuming that you do a lot of centerpiece arrangements for the holidays?
Yes, we do centerpieces. We do individual ones like the one here. This is actually an FTD arrangement.
Okay.
Because we have FTD and 1-800-Flowers for wire services.
Oh, nice.
So this is one of theirs. And then this is one of our own.
Okay.
And we do centerpieces, we do boxwood trees, we do outdoor wreaths, we have poinsettias. Jerry, have I ever forgotten anything?
Now you keep talking about Jerry. I don't know if Calvin kind of shift over and see Jerry Thomas over here. And Jerry's been doing this for a long time.
Yes, what, 40 some odd years, Jerry?
I was joking with you, Jerry, when I came. I said 50-something years, but it's 40-some-odd years. So let's just meet Jerry here. I know he's hard at work right now. I think you're working on...
42 years.
Okay, so say it again on the camera.
Probably about 42 years.
42 years. And now I know you're working on an arrangement right now.
We're working on a funeral arrangement right now.
Yeah, you had a couple calls today, I think you said.
We did, yeah.
So 42... Now, where did you start?
I started at Boyers and Clark's.
Oh, you started here, too?
We did. We both came back here, finally.
Okay.
And Laura's mother was here for 35 years, running
wow.
the greenhouses. Yeah. Teresa Rada.
Yeah?
Yep.
Yeah.
This part that we're in right now is part of the garden center. From the design room right down through is we have 13 greenhouses going.
I remember that, yeah, way back when.
And you wouldn't want to do it now with the fuel as it is, but we do miss the greenhouses.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Yeah.
So, and you've taken all your talent and you've shared it with Laura?
And share it with Laura, and Laura's taken classes, and then I've taught her different things that I've learned over the years. And we keep a lot of the things that the people in the North Country like. You know, not everything that sells in New York City is going to sell in Chazy.
Sure. Well, you learn your customer base.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's really cool. And you said, about taking courses, so you can always stay on top of your industry. Then there's obviously
Yes, they do. Yeah, they have a couple of our suppliers offers classes 2 or 3 times a year. Some of our wire services do. They have classes like in Florida and different places around. We don't usually attend those, but we do try to do the local ones.
Sure. And it is key that you stay on top of your business. You have to grow with the times. And,
oh, yes.
And as the segment of society changes and what their needs and wants are. And it's very, very important. I mean, I do it in my industry, and it's important that you do it in your industry too.
Absolutely, absolutely.
The customers come to appreciate that you're looking out for them, and the reason we're doing this, Laura, this is small business, and I say this every time I'm on air, is that we're trying to promote small business in the area because you support the community, and people need to understand it's the small business that is the backbone of a community, and they should try, we hope, the very best that they can to support the local folks, because I mean, I'm looking over here and I noticed that you're doing a drawing for the CCRS Drama Club 50/50
Yes.
raffle, so you've opened your doors for that. I know Boire is doing some kind of a drawing here, but I know you're good to the local community, to the kids and stuff. When they have a need, you do the best that you can to help out.
Well, it's our community. If we don't help them out, they're not going to be here.
Exactly.
And we get a lot of support through the community too, very, very much so. All the way from Plattsburgh to Rouse's Point. We have a steady base of customers that come in time and time again for support. So we very much appreciate that.
And it's a way of giving back.
Absolutely.
And
Absolutely.
and I think people, as they watch this show, that they understand the importance of small business to the community. And I mean, you get Jerry working with you. Here's a guy that brings in 40-something years worth of experience, but employment, another local person working in the North Country because of a small business. And then, of course, we know 24/7. And Jerry, I think you want to say something here.
We have 2 seniors from Chazy Rural School that are interns too. That last year we had 1, this year we have 2.
No kidding.
The girls will be starting next week.
Now, interns, is this part of their senior
The
project?
senior project, yes.
Okay. And so they're learning the skill set of arrangements and
business in general.
Okay.
Yeah.
Again, another right here locally, 2 local seniors will get a taste of what it is to work in a small business, what it takes to run a small business.
Absolutely, absolutely. From mopping the floor to doing an arrangement and selling it.
When you're a small business owner, we do it all.
We do it all. That's right. And they even they give back on the holidays. They come and they're my runners for my drivers for delivery. So they absolutely love it, and we get it. We just work very well together.
No, I know some days are busier than others, and I think some are probably pretty obvious. But why don't you talk about the busy days and days that people probably wouldn't think would be that busy are busy?
The days you wouldn't think are when we get our flower delivery, where we have to process the flowers. And then when we have to figure out what we're going to do for the hospital cooler, because we are known to do different and unique things, designs. So we have to think about that and plan that. So and then you've got to make sure that you get the right flowers in and process them, and then figure out what we're going to build to the hospital. And then you've got also between that, we've got wire services coming in, the orders. We have to set up our delivery schedule for that. So there's a lot involved
in the course of a day.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
People don't see behind the scenes.
No, they never do, but they don't need to. They
Well,
just
no,
want to
no.
see the final project.
Now, as far as customers coming in, obviously Mother's Day is a huge day. I would assume that Valentine's Day is obviously probably
Yes.
your biggest day.
Valentine's Day and Mother's Day are very close.
Okay.
Very close.
So they're neck and neck. And then I assume Christmas is pretty busy.
Christmas would be our 3rd busiest holiday.
Okay. Now, is there another holiday that you'd say are surprisingly busy, that people coming in that you probably wouldn't think? At least those are the 3 that jump out at me. I don't know if there was a 4th one that might jump out.
Thanksgiving is getting
Okay.
to be more and more arrangements for
Centerpieces
Thanksgiving.
and stuff?
Centerpieces and the small ones right up to the larger ones. And then just people being in the hospital, they like small things to take to them.
Right. And then if I'm not mistaken, I think you've done, for proms, you've done
The wristlets,
the wristlets and
the
stuff.
boutonnieres. Oh yes, we do them for Northeastern, Chazy. We've done some for Northern Adirondack, Beekmantown, and we've even done some for Saranac and Peru.
No kidding.
Yeah.
Okay, and I'm sure that you'd be more than happy to take on other schools if
Any
if
of
they
them.
want.
Yep.
Okay.
In fact, one year we had Mother's Day weekend. We had Mother's Day, Northeastern's prom, 2 weddings, and 2 or 3 funerals. So
Wow.
it was a very busy holiday.
So look, a day like that, I mean, I don't know if you could plan for that, but it happens. I mean, there's you and Jerry here, and there's probably deliveries going on.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have people you can call in to help out? I mean,
Oh, yes.
or is it just you just taking it crazy that day?
No, I have 2 wonderful people that deliver for me. My sister comes down and she organizes the delivery for me.
Okay.
So that she says, you know, here's your orders, here's your flowers, and she organizes the delivery for me.
Okay.
So I don't have to worry about that.
So you can kind of plan the big days like that, but are there days where they're available on a call basis where you say, I need your help?
Oh, yes.
Okay.
Oh, yes, definitely. And we do our own deliveries sometimes, too.
Sure.
Yeah.
You can do what you have to do.
That's right.
So Laura, if you could kind of give us a tour of the shop right here so we can show the folks what you have. You got a beautiful shop here and we want to get that on camera.
Okay. When you're
So
ready.
we're looking at the shop right now, and we have Sandy here. Sandy's been around for 9.5 years, and a nice, friendly dog. And she actually greeted a supplier here earlier. And Laura, you said the suppliers have Sandy has them trained.
Sandy has them trained. When the vehicle pulls up, she goes to the door, and they know they better have a treat for her. Or she goes right on their truck and gets it.
Yeah, Sandy's just a big part of this operation here.
She is.
So if you want to, now as we'll go through, if you want to point out what you're offering here and what's available.
Okay. We have variety of stuffed animals between bears and monkeys and dogs, and we have this being Chazy and the soccer. We have our little soccer bear.
Now, that'd be a great gift. They just won another state championship this year, and
Yes.
could be a nice gift for one of the seniors going out.
Yes, and we actually had one of them unfortunately pass away a couple years ago, and we used this for part of the funeral arrangement.
Yeah,
So, you know,
we're talking about Frankie Garrow.
yes, we are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, they have a tournament every fall that honors Frankie now. It's called the Frankie Garrow Memorial Tournament.
Yes.
So, just definitely a nice touch, remembering that nice young man.
Yes, we do, and we always donate something for their Chinese auction.
Yeah.
Eh,
Yeah.
It's giving back.
Just giving back, and we'll just kind of move it around.
Okay, here we have some more stuffed animals, just a variety of things. And over here we have our singing ones.
Can Sandy do that?
For the right treat. And then we have one that sings Jingle Bells. So we have those, and we have a snowman. Then we have some gift ideas, different gift ideas for people. And we have some jewelry.
Okay. Just kind of move it around here.
And then we do some silk wreaths that we offer.
Over here.
And then we have some up over around different holidays. These are we make them ourselves.
Okay,
It's
so
all
these
that-
are all homemade.
These are
right
all
here.
homemade, yes.
Okay.
Absolutely.
The now, like this tree here, this is just for show.
This is our eye catcher for the window, our window piece.
Okay. But if somebody said, Laura, I'd like to buy that tree, is that for sale?
If they want to, yes.
Okay. Just
And we have the items that we have built the tree with, we also have for sale too. So if
Okay.
somebody said, oh, I really like that, well, we have that for sale too. We have
Excellent.
some placemats, homemade placemats for sale. And we have some, these are our unique design. You're not going to see these
right here.
in any other place. We take different woodsy ideas.
Mm-hmm.
And we've got like a bird in this one and some woodsy, some
And
moss.
these are your own arrangements that you've made.
That is correct.
Okay, very nice.
And then we have one up here. Let's take a close-up of this.
Now, is this part of the skill set that Jerry taught you, or did you get this
We-
stuff by going to courses?
No, this is stuff we did on our
Okay.
own. This is what we came up with our own. I don't ever remember a class where they did this kind of stuff, but this is unique for the North Country.
Sure is.
We We
Now,
do 'em
whose
different.
idea was to create this?
Jerry and I just, together, we just decided, hey, what can we do with this? And we just started playing around with it, and
Very nice,
out
very
they
creative.
came. Yeah, out they came.
Okay.
And then we come over here, we've got some poinsettias. We have the small ones right now, where our bigger ones will come in a little bit later.
Okay.
We have different sizes. And then we also sell, I have local maple syrup.
Okay,
and
nice.
like salsa and jams.
Now, now you say local. Who makes this?
This one is Marvin Bayshard.
Yep.
And this is Angie Spiegel.
Oh, Angie makes that stuff.
Yes,
Okay.
we have that. Because I like to try to keep local stuff so that when people come in, they can see that there's other options
Sure.
in small businesses in the area that they can approach.
Exactly.
And then we do the Keurig coffee K-cups. We sell those.
And those are very popular.
Very, very popular. I know not too many homes that don't have a Keurig coffee pot in there. And then we have, this is our holiday gift tables. We have chocolates. We have Harry London chocolates. We have the peppermint bark, which is very, very popular.
Yeah.
And then we have some gift baskets. This one has the chocolates and tea and peppermints in it. And this one has chocolates and candies and nuts in it. And this one has also a variety, different sizes, different containers
Sure.
for the holiday.
So you are definitely ready for the holidays. There's no doubt
Oh,
about
yes, yes. And then over here, we have our ornament. We sell ornaments. We have different ornaments for sale.
that.
We have these, our new angel ones. And then we have, over here, we have some little bears that we do up. And again, these little bears, they sing also. Something different to have on the tree. And then we also have homemade aprons.
Oh, those are neat.
I have a lady that makes the aprons.
So those are locally made.
They're locally made. She does it, she's a retired lady. She does it in her spare time to keep her hands busy. So she does a wonderful job. She also makes the placemats.
Okay, and I see you got Pepe Le Pew behind you.
Oh, this is my mother. When I opened my shop, my mother gave me this. It's not for sale. It has a rose on it. And as you can see, my phone number's Rose. My logo is a rose. So since my mother's passed away, we keep this in the shop in remembrance of her.
Very, very nice.
Yes, and I have to put a sign on it because everybody wants to buy it.
Yeah. I can imagine. And of course, you use the Keurig.
Oh yes, my coffee pot's always on.
Yes. Okay.
Coffee pot
Not
is
that you and
always
Jerry
on.
like coffee, but it's available.
Yeah, a couple of cups a day keeps us going. Sometimes when we're here till 2, 3 o'clock in the morning, we need that extra burst. So we have the coffee, and we also do the Leaning Tree cards.
Now, when Christmas gets done, then your next big event would be Valentine's Day
Yes.
in February. So when New Year's comes and goes, do you clean out the Christmas stuff and then you go into the Valentine mode?
Yes, I close the shop down between Christmas and New Year's.
Okay.
And that's when we tear everything down and put the Christmas stuff away and get ready for Valentine's Day. We do a winter Valentine's Day type thing.
Okay.
So this will all be changed around then.
So basically, I mean, you really plan your year around the holidays, obviously, and the times that you got to make the change. 'Cause you got the seasons come and go relatively quick.
Yes.
So you got to be on it to make that change.
Yes, and then like you take Thanksgiving is here, and then we've got 2 days, and then we have to get ready for Christmas.
Right. So you had a busy Friday, Saturday then.
Yes, we did. We did.
In your own way, as
And
far as getting ready.
That is correct. Yeah.
Okay.
But it's part of the business.
Yeah, well, that's the fun part of the business too. You guys can be creative, and you're creative in setting up your display here, and it's very you get a really nice holiday feeling when you walk in here.
Well, good. I'm glad. That's the whole theme of what we wanted to do is when people walk in, because this is the North Country, we want them to feel relaxed and at home, not uptight or worried about breaking this or whatever. It's just
Well, another benefit of dealing with a small business is one-on-one with the owner. Nice conversation. It's a lot different than walking into a box store. I mean,
Oh,
you
absolutely.
have firsthand knowledge of what goes on here, how you create something where you kind of don't get that on the bigger stores. One of the benefits of shopping local.
Yes, the other thing is when we know our customers well enough, so when they call up and say, I need an arrangement, do you know what you did last year? Yes, no problem. Or, you know what I like, just, do it.
That's what I do.
Yep.
Laura, I need this. Okay.
Not a problem.
Right. Yeah, you're
it's,
good about
again,
that.
a small business in this area that can focus on their customers,
Right.
their needs and what their wants, and especially with the economy the way it is.
Well, I mean, we're still in November. It's the 27th, so this show will run, Calvin, I'm almost sure, before Christmas, right? And he's saying, yeah, and he'll have this posted on the internet tonight or tomorrow at hometowncablenetwork.com. So hopefully a lot of folks will see this. So if somebody wanted to call ahead for an arrangement, what number could they reach you at?
Our phone number here is 518-846-7673, and to remember, it's 846 Rose.
846 Rose, okay.
Have to have the Rose.
You got to have that Rose in there. And then your hours of operation.
We are here Monday through Friday from 9 to 5, and on Saturdays we're here 9 to 12.
9 to 12, okay.
And I'm always accessible by phone.
And now, do you have a website where they can go and order on the website?
We have two wire services that we have, 1-800-Flowers and FTD, so they can go on their sites and pick out an arrangement and then call me and say, this is what I would like.
Okay, great. And I want to take this time, too, to let you know that this programming comes because of Calvin Castine, Hometown Cable Production, and Calvin can only exist if people support him, and private donorship and business donorship. And he's been around since, this is your 29th year?
30th.
He's now going to his 30th year. He's gone through 29, so he's in his 30th year. 3 decades of Calvin preserving North Country memories and treasures, as I call it. And so the appeal is, if you're watching this and you have never made a donation to Hometown Cable, please make a consideration, because Calvin has captured the North Country like no one else has in this area, and he's captured it with video. And all those old days of VHS tapes and stuff, he has transferred them to the digital format, and he has over 8,000. It was 8,200 last I know. You're probably, what, 84 now, Calvin? 8,400 different events on hometowncablenetwork.com or plattsburgh.com. He has over 8,000 more to put on the internet, and he does 10 to 12 events every week that are new, that go on to Hometown Cable. And so if you can send a donation to 1477 Ridge Road, Champlain, New York, 12919, or you can go to hometowncablenetwork.com or plattsburgh.com, and you can make a donation through the PayPal account. But it is truly a North Country treasure, and I've said this before, Calvin over these decades has evolved into a North Country treasure for himself, and what he has done, because when he's long gone, and I'm long gone, and you're long gone, the history of the folks of the North Country will have been captured, and that is just invaluable. So it's an appeal to support Hometown Cable, preserve these North Country treasures, and we hopefully during the holiday season that you're watching this, that you will feel compelled to make that donation to Calvin. I know he'll definitely appreciate it. I enjoy doing this. I mean, a small business owner, and it's a way for me to give back to the community too, to bring folks like you to the North Country, and actually all over the world, because it is on the World Wide
Yes.
Web. But the exposure is good, and we hear a lot of comments from people where people will tell us, the owners will say, people really don't know we're here, and since your show ran, we're seeing some new customers, some repeat customers, so we hope that works for you too, Laura.
Well, I'm sure it will, because everybody knows, you say Calvin Castine. Oh, yes, we watch his program all the time, and I'm glad to hear that. I really am.
Yeah, well, this was, it's been over a year now. It was in October of 2011. Calvin gave me a call and said, hey, I'm thinking of doing this segment called Talking Business. I want to highlight local businesses, and I thought it was a great idea. So we try to
Definitely.
get together once a week. Sometimes we can't because of our schedules and stuff, but we try to get together once a week to highlight a business. And why I say that, if you're out there and you're a business owner and you'd like to be highlighted on Hometown Cable, just give Calvin a call, 298-4663. And he'll schedule a time for him and I to go out there and showcase your business. Laura, anything else you want to add before we bring the show to a conclusion?
Yes, I'd like to invite everybody to our open house December 8th from 10 to 5. We'd love to have you to come in.
Nice. That's December
8th.
8th from
10 to 5.
10 to 5. Okay, and I assume that's a Saturday?
That is a Saturday.
Okay. And if you're seeing this prior to that, please come on down, see Laura, see Jerry, and you can't forget Sandy. Sandy's a staple here in this store, and they'll greet you. And if you got a treat, and tell Laura you saw the show, and Sandy might want a little treat if you come by and slip her one there. So I'm Joey Trombley, Calvin on the camera. This is Laura Shambo, and this has been another edition of Talkin' Business.